wrestling fans. Tony Schiavone here live from the world-famous Tokyo Dome here in Tokyo, Japan, featuring literally the greatest talent anywhere in the world of wrestling today. This is the NWA's World Championship Wrestling Japan Super Show. All right, wrestling fans, here we are live from the Tokyo Dome. Tonight we are going to see some of the most amazing matches you've ever witnessed in your life. We've got all sorts of activity taking place here. We've got representatives from the AWA, the NWA, and New Japan Pro Wrestling all here tonight. Titles will be on the line. We will see people that we normally never get to see, including our Albany contest right here representing the AWA. Zhukov as he gets ready to take on Sergeant Slaughter. Falls count anywhere in this one. Joining me in the broadcast position, my very special guest, Jesse the Body Ventura. Oh, wait on it.
Wait a minute, Sergeant Slaughter, with that steel chair wasting no time whatsoever.
The America's Championship is on the line. Slaughter has had his share of problems.
Yeah, but that's no excuse. You're at least supposed to wait for the bell to ring and start the match. What these guys doing right here is absolutely terrible.
And now Slaughter up to the apron. Brought back in on top of the steel chair.
Good for him. It serves him right for what he did.
Well, we're going to start this thing off with a bang, wrestling fans. Reversal by Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, again, he's got that steel chair.
No, it's blocked and now driven into the head of Sergeant Slaughter.
Joe, that suplex takes the big Sarge over.
He missed.
He caught him with that one. The America's Championship is on the line. Oh, what a shot to the head of Zhukov.
Well, the Russian just felt that one, and down he goes. The fans here at the Tokyo Dome loving every minute of this one.
Slaughter now setting him up. Russian leg sweep. Once again, going to work with that steel chair.
Well, there's been a lot of bad blood between these guys for a while now.
Normally we would see this match with a little bit of a different look to it. You would often see Adnan Akbar, or excuse me, General KC in the corner, Slaughter. You might even have Boris Zhukov's partner. Well, you don't have that here because we are halfway across the globe.
Yeah, well, without Baron Von Reschke and without General Chikadon LKC, it's a very, very different situation. And right now, Sergeant Slaughter is completely in charge of this one.
Oh, what is Slaughter doing? What is he doing?
No, come on now. Somebody's got to do something about this.
Oh, my goodness. Sergeant Slaughter is absolutely looking to put Boris Zhukov out of wrestling.
Yeah, well, that's real sportsmanlike, right? The all-American superhero going to try and end a guy's career.
And somehow Zhukov manages to come up with something here. Now taking off the turnbuckle pad.
Yeah, well, why not? Slaughter's just been using a steel chair on him for the last 5 minutes.
And now it is Boris Zhukov with the upper hand, trying to build on what he's just begun.
Well, now all of a sudden, Boris Zhukov throwing Sergeant Slaughter from pillar to post.
Sledgehammer out across the back, and now Slaughter is back up to his feet. Forearm right to the head. Reverse Irish whip into that exposed steel turnbuckle.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, that is exactly what Boris Zhukov needed.
Clothesline and out to the floor he goes.
Well, it's all legal in this one. It's pinfalls inside or outside the ring. And right now, Slaughter has decided to take things outside the ring.
Now he's going down by the Japanese broadcast table, and look at this. Slaughter.
Well, I don't know what Sarge has in mind right here, but I guarantee if you're Boris Zhukov, it's not going to be good.
Zhukov just caught him. Fireman carry on top of the table.
Overhead belly-to-belly suplex, nicely executed by Boris Zhukov. And I got to give credit to this guy. I don't know where he's even coming up with it.
Sergeant Slaughter just got ran into that guardrail of the ring apron, I beg your pardon.
Oh, he suplexed him almost on top of that television monitor.
These two men are not out to win the match. They're out to end one another. Zhukov catches the leg and down goes Slaughter. Goes for the cover. Slaughter out on two.
That was close. We almost had a new America's champion.
Oh, he drove him down on top of the monitor.
Slaughter right now getting his payback. Where I come from, that's called a receipt. You give somebody a receipt.
Steel chair to the back now, and Sergeant Slaughter is in trouble. Going for the cover. Slaughter again, just barely able to get a shoulder up.
You know what? Sergeant Slaughter hasn't done very well overseas. We were in Russia not that long ago, if I recall correctly, and he lost the title there as well.
Boris Zhukov off the top rope. The beating continues. Slaughter's got him. Up in the air. Oh, he powerbombed them.
And now what's he going to do? Oh, he's going to go for the camel clutch right here on the floor.
He's got it on him. Zukov's hanging on, and he'll escape, but just barely. Power bombs him onto the apron. Oh, my goodness.
He may have knocked him out cold with that one. Slaughter's in trouble.
Oh, Slaughter barely escaping.
Sergeant Slaughter's in all kinds of trouble right now. He better figure something out and figure it out quickly, or he's going to be the former America's heavyweight champion.
He got caught one more time. And now we roll the action back into the ring. Slaughter with the upper hand at the moment. Flying dropkick by the big man.
Well, that's something you don't see very often, that's for sure.
Slaughter putting the boots to him. Goes for the cover. Boris Zhukov is in trouble, and he kicks out.
Well, Slaughter never hooked the leg. I'm not sure how badly he really wanted him anyway.
Boris Zhukov with a tremendous uppercut. Now Slaughter and Zhukov exchanging blows. What an opening match here.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, the way it started out, I wasn't expecting this.
And now Zhukov has got Slaughter.
Well, he's trying to put the camel clutch on Sergeant Slaughter, but as he just found out, that's not gonna work.
The Slaughter cannon, and Zhukov is down. Hook does not hook the leg.
And that's why he doesn't have the victory right now. You can't overlook the small details.
Zhukov has him up again. Throttles him down across the top rope. Both men have been on the receiving end of some tremendous beatings here tonight.
Nobody's going to be the same after this one, I can tell you that much right now.
There's the Cobra clutch! Slaughter has it on him!
Will it be enough to put him away?
Oh, Boris Zhukov escapes one more time!
I'll tell you, Boris Zhukov has escaped much like James Bond.
Oh, 2 or 3 corner count! Zhukov, I beg your pardon, thought he had this one won. He's working on Sergeant Slaughter now.
That rear chin lock, and he's really pulling it in, too. Slaughter's in trouble.
Slaughter fighting his way back up. Oh, he knocked him out. Into the turnbuckle he goes. He's got Sarge up in the air.
Oh, he's going to hang him upside down in the tree of woe.
Slaughter catching him. Went for the drop kick again. This time nobody home.
Look at the power and the strength, though, of Boris Zhukov. Sergeant Slaughter is no small man.
Fallaway slam, and Slaughter is in trouble.
Well, normally I would say roll outside the ring and catch your breath or something like that, but pinfalls count anywhere in this one, so outside the ring is not going to help you.
What an elbow! Right to the jaw. Slaughter hook. Will not hook that leg.
And he will not get the win if he doesn't.
Going to work now. Snapping the neck of poor Zhukov and Slaughter. Gets caught, fire to carry. Slaughter back in the middle of that corner with a series of rights.
What's he gonna do now? He's on the middle turnbuckle.
Drives a fist down into the head, and Zhukov has been busted open. There it is.
The Cobra clutch once again is on.
And it's all over. This was not a wrestling match. This was a war.
I would have to agree with that one. I'm telling you right now, I don't know that I've seen a match that compares with this one on the calendar season. This has been an absolutely unbelievable back and forth title match for the America's Championship, and it's been fought here out of all places, Japan. Oh, the irony.
Fans, I don't know what I've got left in me for the rest of the night. This is the opening match, and they have set the bar.
Yeah, absolutely, I would say that's true as well.
There is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. He is the America's Champion, Sergeant Slaughter. Fans, we've got so much more coming your way. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are back. This crowd still electric from the opening contest.
The opening contest, imagine that. Every one of the guys in the back just saw what happened out here tonight.
All right, we're getting a look at the challengers for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. They wrestle generally in the Florida State area. They are representatives of the House of Humperdinck, Kendo Nagasaki, and the Ninja.
Wow, this Ninja has a little bit of a different look here at home, doesn't he?
Indeed he does. They're calling themselves the Dragon Slayers.
Well, you know what? They're in their home field advantage right here, so that might be a little bit extra for the Rock and Roll Express. You got to remember now, our guys were all on a plane overnight getting here. There's going to be jet lag. There's going to be fatigue that goes with that.
Kendo Nagasaki is an established name here in Japan. The Ninja, however, has been making quite a reputation for himself here as well. While he spends the majority of his time wrestling currently for Florida, he is still very well known in the Japan wrestling scene.
Well, Kendo Nagasaki is sitting back there. He's calling out the opposition. And I know he wants nothing more than to take the NWA World Tag Team titles right here in his home.
Well, there they are, the brand new NWA World Tag Team Champions, Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, I mean, the Rock and Roll Express, I know they've been riding on a high for a while now. Ever since coming back and then taking the tag team titles from the guys who put them out.
That is what these two teams will be fighting for, the NWA World Tag Team Championship. There are the challengers, Kendo Nagasaki and the Ninja.
Now, am I to understand over in this part of the world, he's not referred to as the Ninja, is he?
Well, I've heard him called Muto, I've heard him called Buta. But we know him as the Ninja in America at this point in time, so...
Yeah, well, but we're in his home right now, aren't we? Would it be rude of us not to call him by his name?
Well, call him whatever you want. You might be calling him Tag Team Champion in a moment. All right, fans, we're about to ring the bell for the second time tonight. Good luck keeping up with the first one.
Yeah, the bar has been set tonight. Let's see if the Rock and Roll and the Dragon Slayers can keep up with it.
Lock up, hot collar and elbow, backing into the ropes. Japanese fans are very much interested in... Oh, look at this! I was going to say in a clean wrestling style, but they're not going to get that here. Nagasaki's got him up, and he couldn't hold him.
Belly to back suplex right off the back right there, and Ricky Morton already showing some wear. I'm telling you, I've got a feeling that jet lag thing is going to play a role.
Back body drop. Ricky Morton was going in hot, and he got caught. Now it is Kendo Nagasaki driving the point of the elbow right into the head of Ricky Morton. Going to the eyes. He rakes the eyes. Ricky Morton is blind.
Yeah, real hard to fight when you can't see. That's a good strategy in my opinion.
Tag is made, and now here comes the Ninja. Double team, and Ricky Morton is down.
Great double team going on here by these two Ninja, what the heck you want to call them, Dragon Slayers, I guess. You know, we mentioned earlier, Sheik Andar Al Casey was not at ringside for his man, but you'll notice, there's the tag made. What's going on here?
Double clothesline, and down goes the Ninja.
You'll notice Oliver Humperdinck made the trip from Florida to be with his team.
Leg drag, and Robert Gibson goes across the ring. And now it is Robert Gibson teeing off on the Ninja.
He's got him out, set him up. Oh, look at this, goes for the roll-up. He's got the shoulders down.
One, and that's all you're going to get. Clothesline takes him all the way out to the floor. Oh, my goodness.
Now, what was that for? Kendo Nagasaki didn't do anything to deserve that.
Ricky Morton all the way up to the top rope. Driving the fist down. Oliver Humperdinck walking over towards his man, helping him up. Morton went to the ropes. He got caught now, sent into the wrong corner.
He caught him, though, and he got away with it. Got away with it. Now Muta gets sent into the other corner.
We go with Muta?
That's what they call him here. That's what I'm going to call him. I'm not going to be disrespectful in another man's country. That's your job.
All right, well, call what you will. Robert Gibson right now with the upper hand over Muta. Gibson has him set up for a suplex. Way up in the air, down he goes. Gibson out, going up with a bulldog.
Yeah, that one caught him flush, too. Really well done by Robert Gibson. Bounced his head right off the canvas.
Muta catching Robert Gibson with a short DDT. Clothesline. Another one.
Back leg sweep, nicely done right there by Muta. And now he's got Gibson in trouble.
What a move! Gibson kicks out and out. Ricky Morton comes in and does a number on Muta.
Come on now, what is this going on here?
Well, the Rock and Roll Express, they are tag team specialists, and they're trying to do everything they can to put this one away. Here it comes. The double drop kick is on. Wait a minute, what the hell happened there?
Robert Gibson just caught Ricky Morton. What the hell was that all about?
Talk about crossing your paths. Ricky Morton catches up and down goes Muta. Tag leg, Kendo Nagasaki, an illegal man back in the ring at this point.
Oh, the fans are loving this guy right now. I tell you right now, the homegrown talent, they would love to see them take the NWA World Tag Team Championship right here.
What a suplex! Ricky Morton turned inside out with that one. Nobody home. Ricky Morton's in trouble. Robert Gibson. There's a tag lead.
Here we go. Double drop kick right there by the Rock and Roll Express.
To the floor he goes. Humperdinck down, distracting him. What is Robert Gibson doing? Gibson is in trouble.
Well, I'll tell you right now, some real screwy things going on in this one.
Oh, look at that. There it is. The mist. We've seen it goes right to the eyes and the face of Robert Gibson. Not like this. Things are out of control in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Morton wants the tag made. Robert Gibson, he does.
Lunging tag was made, and now Robert Gibson tags out. Ricky Morton is in, but Ricky Morton walked right into one of those Japanese Kern runner.
Oh, right in the face of Ricky Morton.
Well, Morton managing to fight back after being blinded, which I have to give credit for.
Steel chairs in the ring, courtesy of Oliver Humperdinck. That taking place while all this action was breaking down. Cradle suplex. Oh, my goodness, he's hooked him up.
New tag team champions right there. Oh, man.
Very close. Muta very upset with the referee right now. He's gone up. Hooks the leg. They've done it. I don't believe it.
Well, there was some real chicanery taking place in that match. I've got to tell you, and I don't know. I'm at a loss of words. There's where it all began, right there. Robert Gibson got caught up in the moment. I think he was trying to take Nagasaki off the apron. Ricky Morton got in the way. From that moment on, they were not in control any longer.
Fans, we have seen some stuff happen that can only be described as the 2K bug, and this is an example of one of those moments. They are the new NWA World Tag Team Champions, the Dragon Slayers. More to come on this, I assure you.
Well, I'll tell you, what does that do to Clash of the Champions next week?
Makes it a lot more interesting, I can tell you that. We'll be back. right, fans, we've had it all here tonight. A match many of us are going to consider the match of the year. We've seen a tag team title defense turn out badly for the Rock and Roll Express.
Well, I mentioned at the very onslaught that I think that the drag, that the layover time, the flight time, I thought it was going to play a role, and I believe it definitely did.
We get a look at a guy I've heard a lot about, especially in these parts of the world. Cactus Jack Manson. He has made quite a reputation for himself here in the Japan area. He's going to have a big challenge to come up this way right here. Taking on another guy who has made his name known around the world. Bam Bam Bigelow. We've seen him in the United States for quite some time. Of course, he's a well-recognized performer. But he is also no stranger to the Japanese market. And tonight, these two powerhouses, these two unconventional forces are going to collide as part of the Japan tour.
Yeah, I've not seen a whole lot of Cactus Jack. I've seen some, and I can tell you right now, he's not normal, I guess is the best way to put it. You know that old saying about the going from the frying pan into the fire? Well, with Cactus Jack, his eggs never made it into the frying pan. But they are scrambled, I'll say that.
All right, wasting no time in this one. Bam Bam Bigelow taking the fight to Cactus Jack immediately.
Nice suplex right there by the big man. These two guys are very evenly built so far as weight distribution, things like that. I would dare say Bam Bam Bigelow's probably a little bit more on the athletic side. But Cactus Jack, I'll tell you, he is an absolute force to be reckoned with. He is a very, very dangerous man.
Now it is Bam Bam Bigelow going all the way up to the top rope. Oh, he got him!
Wow!
The Bam Bam moonsault, and he caught it, and it's over.
I've got to tell you, I didn't see that one coming.
I thought these two guys were going to go at it for a while, but it's over very quickly. Bam Bam Bigelow beating Cactus Jack Manson. Oh, it's not over.
No. Outside the ring now, what's Bam Bam Bigelow going to do with him?
Drives him head first into the ring apron. Now Bam Bam Bigelow, what's he doing? Into the steel steps. All right, fans. Things have been crazy here tonight, haven't they?
I'll say they've been definitely a little bit unusual.
Well, one thing is for sure, we have proven that literally anything can happen on the Nation Network. We are getting a look at a member of the First Family joining us from the World Class Championship Wrestling Organization, the Great Kabuki. Of course, no stranger to Japanese wrestling. This is home.
Yeah, the Great Kabuki, I'll tell you, this is a guy very much like Kendo Nagasaki from that same kind of wrestling dojo. You'll see him go to the Mist as well. It's kind of a trademark thing.
Crowd here at the Tokyo Dome, not sure what to make of this guy. They've had a lot more time to figure it out than we have, I can tell you that. This crowd up on its feet for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Well, you know what? For a North American wrestler, this guy is absolutely loved the world over. The folks in Tokyo don't get to see a lot of them, but they do get to see him occasionally. They love this guy.
Well, in many ways, an adopted son here in Japan. This one has the potential to be another tremendous matchup. We have seen some shocking things taking place here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't think we're done yet. All right, I'm shocked.
We'll see how long that lasts. I don't give it much time, though.
They lock up in the middle of the ring, and Ricky Steamboat quickly with a suplex takeover. And again, collar and elbow go behind by Ricky Steamboat. Takes him down, goes to the side headlock, and Kabuki right now carrying the weight of Ricky Steamboat. Collar and elbow to a side headlock, and now Kabuki in control.
Steamboat doing a good thing right there, shooting him off the ropes. Back elbow chop. Down goes Kabuki. Steamboat gives up a little bit of size and strength here, not to mention the home field advantage, although based on introductions, you wouldn't really know that so much.
As we mentioned, Steamboat is loved and adored by this crowd, so I don't think the crowd factor is going to come into the favor of Kabuki. Nice move right there, couldn't hold on. And Kabuki heading outside the ring to recollect himself, and that's a smart move.
Yeah, very smart move indeed, and Steamboat now doing battle with Kabuki here on the floor.
Big elbow right down into the face, and Kabuki feeling the effects of that one. Nice deep arm drag, and that's normally something we'll see from Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, the Ricky Dragon Steamboat arm drags are famous around the world, but he just got caught with a pretty good one himself.
Big splash on the middle rope. Going for the cover. It's another quick one.
Nope. Kabuki's in his hometown. He's not going to go down like that.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat now with Kabuki into the turnbuckle he goes. Now perches him up on the top rope. Fans, we have got title matches coming up The IWGP Tag Team titles will be on the line. The IWGP World Championship will be on the line. What a move!
And we've already seen one title change hands with the NWA Tag Team Championship.
Oh, look at that! Right to the eyes. Well, there goes the friendship. There goes the mutual respect.
Yeah, and I hate to say I told you so, but nah, who am I kidding? I love saying that. I told you so.
Neckbreaker now by Ricky Steamboat, who seems to have been fired up. Snapmare takes him over now. Ricky Steamboat sizes him up.
Well, Steamboat right now doing a real good job of focusing on a body part, and it's the head and neck area, which is not a bad place to focus on.
Sleeper hold is on. Kabuki is fading fast. Referee's asking if he's had enough. It's over.
Wow, I'll tell you, that's another one. I'm a little surprised. I thought Kabuki was going to be able to withstand the sleeper hold by Ricky Steamboat.
We take a look back at some of the highlights of this one. Steamboat came down with that cross body block, almost got him there.
Well, that right there was a great move by Steamboat, but here.
That is the one where I thought it was over, but Steamboat would reassess. And there he is. He's locked that sleeper hold in deep. Kabuki, you see him being tilted backward.
Yeah, that puts a lot more pressure on it, and it's much harder to fall out of it.
There is your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Wrestling fans, we are going to get another title match this time. It will be for the IWGP Tag Team titles, currently held by the two men calling themselves the Rising Sun, Tatsumi Dragon Fujinami and Masa Chono. Masa Saito, I beg your pardon.
Well, Masa Saito is known over our part of the world as Mr. Saito. Of course, a former tag team champion along with Mr. Fuji. Former AWA World Heavyweight Champion as well.
Here comes the opposition tonight. Greg Gagne, Jumpin' Jim Ronzell, the High Flyers. They would love nothing more than to leave Japan with the IWGP Tag Team titles in their bags.
Yeah, how would that work? I mean, the IWGP Tag Team titles belong to Japan. You're going to bring them back to the United States and defend them there and not come back to Japan with them? How does that work?
Well, I'm not entirely sure what the contractual obligations are going to be. All right, action underway. Here we go. Shoulder tackle. Down he goes. Tatsumi Dragon Fujinami, formerly a world champion in his own right here in the NWA, and it was under very similar circumstances that he took that title. There's the dropkick. This could be over.
He caught him with it. One and only one, but I'll tell you right now, Tatsumi Dragon Fujinami, little bit dazed. He's throwing punches at the air.
Oh, look at that, suckered him in. What's he doing for the top rope? Goes after Saito.
Well, I'm not sure what that was all about, but he did. Wow, unlikely. Seeing Jumpin' Jim Brunzell do the stuff he's doing here tonight.
Well, you know what? The High Flyers have made it clear they want some tag team gold, I would say.
Well, they haven't been able to get success with it in the AWA, but now to see what they're doing here, holy cow.
Double team, and here comes Greg Gagne. Off the top turnbuckle. An atomic knee drop, and he's got him now. Look at this tag made. Saito is in. Shoulder tackle. Gagne going up. Saito is up. Went for it and he missed.
Well, I think he's going to find it a little bit more of a challenge right now going up against Saito. He's always a tough competitor to get in the ring with. He is built real thick and real tough.
Irish whip sends him into the turnbuckle. Here's the tag made, and now Jumpin' Jim Brunzell from the top. Rocket launcher across the chest. Nice arm drag by Saito now as he's got Jumpin' Jim Brunzell up and down for the backbreaker. Right hand dropping Fujinami. Jumpin' Jim Brunzell doing everything in his power.
You know, the jet lag may not be quite so bad for the High Flyers. They've had a little bit more time off than the NWA roster, who was just active like a day ago.
Oh, they definitely look more in control of this one. Drop down by Gagne, comes up, went for the back elbow, nobody was home. Back body dropping, Gagne going all the way out to the floor.
Yeah, he hit hard, real hard.
Saito following Gagne outside the ring. He caught him. Overhead belly suplex.
I've got to give credit to Greg Gagne doing a great job of holding his own in this one. And I thought he would give up a lot in size and strength advantage, and I thought he was going to probably be manhandled a little bit, but thus far that's not been the case.
Double team, here it comes. Drop toe hold, falls up an elbow right to the back. Saito wanted to make the tag. Brunzell said, I don't think so.
Another tremendous suplex by Mr. Saito.
One of the things he is known for. Down across the back of Brunzell. Back body drop, and he's all the way out to the floor. And now Fujinami can join him. Jumping Jim Brunzell just got caught with a fireman's carry, and now it is Mr. Saito with the upper hand.
Brunzell falls out the back door, though, very quickly, and down goes Saito.
Brunzell landing on Saito to get up. There's the drop kick again. Hooks the leg. Save made by Fujinami.
Yeah, well, Greg Gagne only took about a half hour to get there to intercept Tatsumi Fujinami.
Double team again. The High Flyers doing a great job here in Japan against the IWGP Tag Team Champions. He's got the abdominal stretch on him. Could we see new tag team champions? It's over!
I don't believe it.
Brand new IWGP Tag Team Champions. The High Flyers.
Well, we saw the drop kick right there by Brunzell. That could have easily been the beginning of the end of the match. Nobody generally gets up from the Brunzell drop kick.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Jim Brunzell and Greg Gagne came here with a plan. He got him locked up into the abdominal stretch, and he managed to get a submission.
Yeah, well, the abdominal stretch, I'll tell you right now, a lot of people misunderstand just how brutal that move is. It will absolutely stretch your rib cage out. It will make you feel like the muscles tearing right from the bone.
Gone down as a dream match. No titles, only pride on the line here. The icon of the NWA. This is Sting.
Yeah, well, pretty much going to be icon versus icon in this one. Because while Sting may be the icon over in North America and in the NWA, Masahiro Chono is every bit his equal right here in Japan.
I would totally agree with that. While North American wrestlers may not be quite as familiar with Masahiro Chono and his work, the people here in Japan absolutely respect and adore this man. They know what he is capable of, and this is going to be one for the record books. We have seen titles change. We have seen unbelievable things happen here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a world title match, which is going to be an Iron Man match for the IWGP World Championship. And here he comes, Masahiro Chono.
Well, like you said, I mean, this guy is about as big a deal here in Japan as anyone ever has been. You've got certain names that are synonymous in Japan with wrestling. In America, we've got guys like Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, and Sting. Over here, you've got Antonio Inoki, Giant Baba, and yeah, Chono.
Bell sounds, action underway. Sting runs all the way across the ring and starts this off with a DDT, wasting no time.
He's got him up for the suplex. He's holding him up there, too, letting him think about it. Let all that blood go rushing through his head to help make him a little bit dizzy.
And again, Sting turns him up. Look at this. Oh, the pile driver. Chono's in trouble.
And this crowd suddenly cheering for Sting.
Sharpshooter. He's got him in a scorpion death lock, and he's too close to the ropes. This was almost over.
I can't believe how quickly Sting is trying to make short work of Chono. Smart move, because he's in Chono's backyard, and you probably don't want to give him the opportunity to get started.
Chono slides out the back door now, taking a page out of Sting's book.
Scorpion death drop, a variation of it right here. They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Well, I'm not sure he's trying to flatter Sting right there whatsoever.
Chono now loading up in the corner. He's getting himself ready now. Sting is on the receiving end of the damage.
Oh, Sting just caught him. Another DDT, and Chono is out. This crowd is coming unglued. Here it is, the spike pile driver. Chono's been busted open.
This might be it. He's out.
1, 2, 3. It's over. Well, that was unbelievable.
Well, we look at it right there, that spike pile driver, not once, but twice.
That is too much for anybody to absorb.
Yeah, absolutely. It compresses your neck, and it shoots all your vertebrae together and gives you what we refer to appropriately enough as a stinger. It can leave you partially immobilized. It's ended guys' wrestling careers. Very dangerous maneuver.
There is your winner, Sting. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with the Iron Man match. All right, fans, we are back, and it is time for the main event of the evening. It is an Iron Man match. Pinfall submissions, they will not end the match, but they will count. And at the end of the time limit, whichever man has the most pinfalls or submissions will be the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Well, I'll tell you right now, this is going to be a very interesting match in my opinion, because you look right here at Vader, if this was just a one-fall match, I would be calling for a brand new World Heavyweight Champion here in the IWGP. But it's not. And when you talk about having to go long periods of time, I think early on Vader's going to get the upper hand, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Antonio Inoki weather the storm, take him into the deep waters, and then manage to pull off some victories over perhaps a tired Vader.
Well, this is the big man that can go, and he is no stranger here in Tokyo, I can tell you that right now.
No, he's definitely not. Everyone knows him here in Japan.
Antonio Inoki knew what he was doing when he signed this match. As a matter of fact, the stipulation making it an Iron Man match was his idea, and I believe he's got the same thought process that you just alluded to.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's seeing it as an opportunity that Vader might get a quick pinfall out of him, but as long as there's more time left, Antonio Inoki believes, and I believe, that Antonio Inoki will have the opportunity then to get back in and perhaps pull one out. But I can tell you right now, it's going to be very, very difficult to walk out of here tonight still wearing that championship belt.
He is the IWGP champion. He is an icon here in Japanese wrestling. He is pretty well known in America as well. This is Antonio Inoki.
Well, he wears that belt proudly. The question is, how much longer will he wear it? Will he walk out of the Tokyo Dome still the IWGP champion? I just don't know.
Safe to say you're not putting money on this one?
No, not on this one. I kind of think Vader's going to take it, but you got the home field advantage and a lot of other things to take into consideration.
There is the challenger, Big Van Vader. We have seen him in the NWA for the past several months, and he has run roughshod through everyone in front of him. Many people think that he should be getting a title shot in the NWA. In the meantime, if he were to win this title, that would really solidify that argument.
Well, I'll tell you right now, whoever ends up being the NWA champion next week, whether it's Lex Luger or Ric Flair, they better be looking over their shoulder, because Vader's the real deal, and I don't know how long you can keep him on the back burner.
This is what it's about. "15 minutes, time begins, action underway."
Most pinfalls or submissions, who is it gonna be? I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting to find out.
Antonio Inoki early on in this one. Oh, he's going to the ball there. He's trying to get a submission out of Vader.
Way too early. Vader's not going to give you a submission at this point in time.
Well, I think you'd be hard-pressed to get a submission out of Vader at any time.
Well, that's true as well.
There is a logic to be had in a match like this, where if you're in a submission move, especially one that is particularly damaging, perhaps you give it up let him have the fall just to avoid bigger damage that'll keep you out of being competitive the rest of the match. Ric Flair used that logic against Lex Luger at the Battle of the Belts in a similar type of match, and it ended up backfiring on him.
Yeah, well, from what I understand, and I did watch that match, from what I understand, it was a 2 out of 3 falls match, and I'm pretty good with math. I only saw 1 fall. So since he didn't lose 2 out of 3, really it's not his fault.
Well, that has led to the situation we have going into the battle, or excuse me, the Clash of the Champions. But in a match like this one, where time is the element you're really working against, now Antonio Inoki's up on the top rope. Vader going up there with him. Vader! Oh my goodness! Belly to back suplex! Overhead from the top rope. The champion is in trouble.
Yeah, I'll say the champion's in a whole world of trouble right now.
Vader dropping a face first on the turnbuckle. Antonio Inoki collapses into the corner.
Well, we're getting to that point in time where you got to ask yourself the question, how much more? How much more can this man take?
Look at Inoki! Deadlifting Vader from the canvas with a gut wrench suplex!
I've seen it all now. Deadlifting any wrestler off the ground like that is a feat of strength. Doing it to Vader, that is superstar levels.
Now Vader driving Inoki into the canvas. May have knocked the wind out of him, and he does not get the cover.
He got a cover, but he didn't get a count.
3 minutes into this one, fans. We've got just under 12 remaining. So far, no pinfalls, no submissions, couple of close calls. Back body drop by Antonio Inoki. And again he does it. Unbelievable.
Well, I've got to give credit where credit is due right here. Antonio Inoki, just absolutely superhero type strength going on.
Ramming ahead of Vader into the turnbuckle. The champion now in control.
Nice move right there by Inoki, using his martial arts abilities in the ring.
Big European uppercut now, and Antonio Inoki chopping down the tree with those leg kicks. But Vader turning the table, and now look at this. Look at the look on the faces of these two men. Vader putting everything he has into trying to remove the head of the champion from his body.
Yeah, that would probably get you the win, wouldn't you figure?
Well, that or a life sentence, one or the other. Now Vader hooking up again with Antonio Inoki face first into the canvas. Vader, oh, wait a minute, this could be a problem.
Or if he hits the Vader bomb, it might be the first pinfall.
He got him.
Why did he not go for the cover?
Vader following up the power bomb or the Vader bomb. Oh no, this is it.
Well, we're going to take a look at what I was suspecting was going to happen.
The power bomb is there. Hook the leg. 1, 2. Oh, Inoki got a shoulder up.
Unbelievable. I have no idea how Antonio Inoki survived those two moves.
Vader into the turnbuckle. Power slam. Big elbow.
Well, the power advantage is definitely playing its role.
Inoki now firing back with a European uppercut. Nice drop kick, and down goes Vader. Hooks a leg. 1, 2.
And Vader out the back door. Both of these men are going to have to try and get pinfalls every opportunity they can, because we're almost halfway through this match and it's still nothing.
This could be a 1-0 pinfall or submission victory for one of these two men. Antonio Inoki waiting on Vader to get back to his feet.
Oh, we saw it earlier.
The abdominal stretch is on. Vader is in trouble. Referee is asking him if he's had it up. Inoki stretching it out.
But Vader would not give up, or he may have passed out. He may have blacked out from the pain.
Antonio Inoki taking advantage of a prone Vader. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, no.
Well, I'll tell you, Vader now just taking every bit as much punishment as we saw Antonio Inoki taking earlier, and fighting his way back up.
Vader with a fisticuffs, shooting him into the turnbuckle. Sledgehammer to the back. The champion in trouble. The challenger in control.
He's going to do it again. Overhead belly to back suplex. Takes the champion all the way across the ring.
Going for the cover here. 1, 2, and 3. No!
What was that? That was a very, very slow third count.
Less than 7 minutes to go. Neither one of these men gonna take it. Vader now up on the top rope. One, and that's all he's gonna get. Minutes remaining. Nobody getting a pinfall. Nobody getting a submission. Will someone do it in the final 6 minutes?
Well, what would it say about both of these men if neither one can get a pinfall or submission over the other?
Oh, look, he's got him. Sleeper hold by the champion. Vader is fading. Yes, he got it!
Well, now Vader suddenly is going to have to play catch-up in this one.
I think he may have tapped out just before he lost consciousness. And that goes back to what we discussed earlier about, is it worth it? Vader bomb!
Go for the cover. Why won't he go for the cover?
Vader sets him up. There's the powerbomb, and down goes the champion.
Pulled him away from the rope. Smart move right there. Vader hooks the leg.
1, 2, 3, and that evens it up at 1 fall apiece.
We're going to have to keep score ourselves because 2K doesn't know how to put a scoreboard on the screen, apparently. Not like I trust them to get it right at the end of the day, right?
Vader just got caught by Antonio Inoki. Here's that European uppercut once again. We are tied 1 fall apiece. And now Antonio Inoki sending Vader into the turnbuckle. He goes. 4 minutes remaining. The next pinfall or submission could be the match.
Yeah, very well could be, because they're running out of time here. So every move is going to be very critical.
Antonio Inoki again. This will be the third overhead belly to back suplex. Vader 1, 2, and Inoki. He just barely got his shoulder up.
And look at the face of Vader. He can't believe this guy was kicked out of it.
Chono across the top rope. And now Vader going to work on the trapezius area. Vader hanging him through. Once again, top rope. Slingshots him back into the middle of the ring. We are less than 3 minutes remaining. Vader goes for the cover.
Didn't hook the leg, and I didn't think he was going to get an Antonio Inoki like that.
The big man trying to put away the champion, but he hasn't been able to. Big kick to the chest, and now the champion in trouble. He is dazed. Vader has him up, can't hold him up.
Oh, Vader came down across that middle rope.
He may be dazed. It looked like his throat got throttled. But Vader kicks out. 2 minutes remaining in this one. Who is going to take it?
Well, this is a point in the match where I really thought the champion would have the advantage. He's brought Vader into the deep waters, as we talked about earlier. Now we'll see if the conditioning plays the factor.
Vader just came up with a tremendous suplex on Antonio Inoki. Vader wasting time. Valuable, precious time. Minute 30 remaining in this one. Vader goes for the drop kick, but it misses.
When was the last time you saw a 300-plus pounder doing a drop kick?
1 minute mark coming up. Antonio Inoki has him on the top rope. Free fall. Down he goes. Hooks a leg. Will man up. 1, 2, and Vader out the back door. 50 seconds remaining.
Right now, it's all tied up. Who wants this thing bad enough, though? One of these two guys is going to have to come up with one move.
Clothesline by Vader, and the champion is down. 30 seconds remain. Vader goes to work on the shoulder. 20 seconds. Oh, he's going to go for the bomb.
This could be it right here in the closing seconds of the match.
He got him. He's got to pin him.
10 seconds remaining.
Referee's in position. 1, 2, 3. He got him.
Unbelievable.
And that's it. It's over. Vader is the winner. What a match. Fans, we look back on some of the action here.
You know what? I thought going into the deep water was going to pay off for Antonio Inoki, but instead all it did was give him more time to deal with the size and weight advantage that Vader brought to the game.
Well, to your point, we see that Vader bomb. All that weight crashing down on Inoki, and now there is the brand new IWGP Heavyweight Champion of the World, Big Man Vader. Fans, we want to thank you for joining us here on the Nation Network. From Japan for Jesse Lamani, this is Tony Schiavone saying so long, everyone. We'll see you next week live for the Clash of the Champions.